Throughout my project, receiving audience feedback was crucial, as if an audience doesn't like your project, they will not want to watch it. Once I'd edited together the first draft of my music video, I made sure to ask my peers for any opinions that they had in order to make necessary adjustments for my final version. After showing the video to a male member of my target audience, I simply asked him, "What was your opinion of the video as a whole?" And this is what he said.
I think the video is actually really good. It matches with the music really well. I like the fact that it has a storyline, but then it's also quite fun and upbeat like the song is, so the build-up matches the song, and I like the way that the clothes thrown out the window is kind of the symbolism of her letting go, and the way the chair goes down the ramp, I really like that. But the one thing that I do have a criticism of is the second establishing shot is kind of, like, it's a bit too quick, because the music's quite slow paced at this point, and although it's building up, I feel like you could take your time with it a bit. And otherwise, like that, I think the sound fits really well. I like the way the tapping at the end. I think that's a great ending. The tap fits the music, and I just think it all kind of matches really well. The cuts go with the music beat and everything.
The feedback about the various use of shot types was very useful, as it helped me decide which shots I'd like to keep in my final video. I decided to adjust the second establishing shot after receiving the comment from this peer. After receiving this feedback, I watched through my video again and realised that this clip in fact was way too fast-paced for the pace of the music itself. I then decided to change it to a different establishing shot of the car park, which still fit in with the theme of the video. I also liked how this viewer picked up on the fact that her throwing the clothes out of the window was symbolism for her letting go of this relationship, as this is one of the key themes that I wish to bring across to the audience. I think the clip that I decided to use as the second establishing shot is a lot better suited to my video, as it is a lot slower paced, and the visuals of the image itself fit in a lot better with the music video as a whole, due to the fact that it was filmed in the same place as the sunsets. After receiving this feedback from my male audience, I then decided to ask a member of my female audience what they thought of my video overall.
I really liked the amazing use of the dolly. I thought that all of the tracking shots and the panning shots were really, really well done, and it gives it that really kind of professional feel, which I loved. I love the colour in some shots with the sunset, and it's quite natural, and it just kind of makes you feel very happy, and you know, it works with the song and the girl escaping her bad relationship. I'd say if there's one thing like I would improve, it's the colour on the shot where you're filming up towards the window and she's throwing clothes out the window, because compared to everything else it just looks underdeveloped slightly, so maybe you could put like a colder wash on that or something like that.
I appreciated her comment about how professional my video looked through the use of the dolly. This is because the dolly shots made up a large amount of my video, which meant that they had to look professional in order to not bore the audience. However, after hearing her comment about the colouring of the clips where the clothes are being thrown out of the window, I decided that I agreed, and decided to add a more cool-toned effect to the clip, therefore making it match the colour grading of the other clips as a whole. This then gave my video more continuity throughout. After then asking another audience member about her opinion of the video as a whole, I appreciated her saying that she liked the clips of my subject walking along the skyline.
And I especially liked the bits where Kiara was walking across the skyline along the edge, and the video was all cut up to match the tempo of the music. I just think it worked really well and emphasised like the song, which is obviously the focus of the video. I also really loved the bits where the clothes falling out of the window were really slow motion and like focused on the like plants and trees outside the window. I think it just brought a really cool like nature into the video, considering the rest of it is quite like an industrial space.
As this is a clip I was unsure about whether to keep due to the fact that there is not much going on in the background. However, after receiving this opinion, I decided that I wanted to keep this clip and possibly incorporate a few more of them throughout my video. After receiving face-to-face feedback from my peers about my video, I then decided I wanted to tweet the link to my video and ask my followers for their opinions. The first tweet stated that the viewer really liked the video as a whole, however found the storyline quite difficult to understand. Although fairly annoying, I could see where the viewer was coming from. I therefore decided to add a shot of a phone screen lighting up with text messages coming through. This then explained how the main female protagonist ended up on the roof with her friends, rather than just going from the shots of her with her boyfriend to her with her friends. creating more fluidity to the video as a whole. The next reply stated that the viewer liked the rooftop location as it made the whole video a lot more aesthetically pleasing. This was very useful feedback as it took me a long time to decide exactly where I wanted to film my music video. This comment made me feel as though all my research had been worth my time and really boosted my confidence in the fact that there was cohesion between all of the clips in the video, all of them matching well. Another reply to the video stated that the viewer really liked the way it had been edited, especially towards the end during the main build-up of the song, where the clips are edited at a quick pace together. This was very encouraging as I was unsure about this part of the video, as I feel as though the clips were very difficult to see and take in, as they only lasted for a few seconds each. The next piece of feedback I received was that the viewer thought there could be a few more shots of the girl on the roof of the second building. After reviewing my music video, I saw that there was only 2 shots of this girl on the second building, so I therefore decided that I wanted to insert a few more clips of this, instead of more clips of her on the rooftop. The last piece of feedback I received through Twitter stated that the viewer found the whole video to be very upbeat and cheerful, and the way that I'd used the equipment made the video look very professional as a whole. This was very encouraging due to the fact that I'd incorporated a fairly sad storyline of the girl breaking up with her boyfriend. I therefore wanted the rest of the video to be quite happy and cheerful, fitting in with the pace of the overall song. Therefore, I was very glad that the beginning narrative of the music video hadn't brought the whole video down. When it came to completing the ancillary tasks, the main important part, in my opinion, was the images that I decided to use on the front cover of the digipack and the image for the magazine posters. This is because this image, along with the font of the text, would create a brand image for the artist, which would become known. I decided to get audience feedback on the images that I had chosen. After narrowing down the images from my shoot, I then used social media and posted on a group chat, asking my friends which image they preferred out of 3 images, as well as asking separate people of different age groups and different genders, to get a wide audience demographic. After narrowing my images down using the previous forms of audience feedback, I couldn't decide between 2 images. To solve this issue, I made them both into the front cover of a digipack. I then asked again which front cover was preferred. Although the clear image of the girl at the bridge was a very popular option, the overall winner was the girl in the sunset. I was pleased with this result due to the fact that it was shot at the same location where the filming took place. This creates cohesion between my music video and the digipack. When creating my magazine poster, I had already decided on a font, so I just needed to choose the images that I was going to use, as I had decided to make 2 magazine posters. To solve this issue, I asked a few friends which image they preferred out of 3, and then used the best 2. Overall, throughout this process, I have learned that audience feedback is vital. This is due to the fact that you'll be able to make sure you're appealing to your target audience, which will keep them interested. This is because audience enjoyment is key in the success of your final product, as if an audience does not enjoy it, they will not choose to watch it. Furthermore, I learned that where I may not have agreed at first with some of the feedback I was given, upon re-watching my music video, I found that they were actually correct. This meant that I was able to make the appropriate changes to ensure that my final product was one that would appeal to a wide variety of audiences.